Welcome back to One Semester Jeopardy! Last week, Frank claimed his spot in the final. Meanwhile, Gianna sets the wildcard pace at 69. Nice. This is the last semifinal matchup. The finals are just in reach, so let's meet today's contestants. Her phone background is a picture of Paul Rudd. It's Liv. He can kick a puppy 100 yards, but swears he's never tried it. It's Pat. And he's here. It's Jay. And now for the single Jeopardy categories. Movies by the T. We'll ask players to identify movies by the T in their logo. Begins and ends with will have responses that begin and end with the same letter. On the farm, we'll have plants and crops in the answer. Put it on a postcard will require players to identify major U.S. cities by the skyline. Let's Make an Album will task players with identifying albums by songs that appear on that album. And finally, Who Plays Here will ask players to identify the professional sports team that plays at a given street address. Let's send it down to Andrew and get this semifinal matchup started.
Based on results of the previous matchup, Jay finished with the least amount of points in his quarterfinal, so Jay will get to begin with the board. Loser.
What the hell? You didn't need to say that. Could have said it was random. Let's do movies by the T for 3.
What movie is this T from? Jay.
What is Harry Potter?
That is correct. Harry Potter.
We do same thing for 4.
What movie is this T from? Jay.
What is Back to the Future?
That is correct. Back to the Future.
We do for 5.
What T is this movie from? I'm going to call that there. This T would be from Top Gun.
Can we do 2?
What T is this movie from? Jay.
There's no T in that word. What is Shrek the Third?
That is incorrect. This T would be from the movie The Matrix.
I like mine better. Can we do movies for 1?
What movie is this T from? Jay.
Toy Story. What is Toy Story?
That is correct.
Can we do begins and ends with for 3?
Begins and ends with E. It's a tap back reaction to a message. Patrick.
What is emphasize?
That is correct.
Let's go begins and ends with for 2.
Begins and ends with the letter A. Partial or total loss of memory. Patrick first.
What is amnesia?
Correct. Amnesia.
Begins and ends for 1.
Begins and ends with the letter N. Used at meals to wipe fingers or lips. Patrick.
What is napkin?
That is correct.
Begins and ends for 4.
Patrick, you have found the daily double on this board.
You know, it's early. Let's make it a true daily double. 600.
Begins and ends with the letter T. Certified record of a student throughout a course of study.
What is transcript?
That is correct.
All right, let's close out this category.
Begins and ends with the letter C, causing a lot of destruction. J.
What is catastrophic?
That is correct. There are actually 2 answers we would have taken here, cataclysmic or catastrophic.
You know what, Andrew? Let's make an album for 100.
I've been waiting for you to ask me to do that, Jay. Make an album for 100. Billie Jean, Beat It, Wanna Be Starting Something. I have Jay first.
What is Thriller?
That is correct.
Let's do it again for 200.
Here Comes the Sun, Come Together, Something. Liv.
What is the White Album?
That is incorrect.
You hate to see it.
You have the right artist. This is the Beatles. This would be Abbey Road.
That's going to be such a bad look if anyone watches this expecting us to be like consistently good at trivia.
I know. That's the tough.
Like the fact that none of us knew.
Let's make an album for three.
All right, King Kunta and Wesley's Theory. I have Patrick first.
What is To Pimp a Butterfly?
That is correct. To Pimp a Butterfly.
Let's make an album for four.
Oh my gosh, I have two album suitors now. This is so difficult. Formation, Hold Up, and Sorry. Live.
What is Lemonade?
That is correct.
Andrew, so badly I've been dying to ask, like, can we make an album for 500?
Gosh, three suitors. Everyone wants to make an album with me. Wouldn't it be nice? God Only Knows and Caroline No. Live.
What is, oh my God, Pet Sounds?
That is correct. Pet Sounds.
I will put it on a postcard 200.
What U.S. city is this? This is Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'll do On the Farm 300.
This exhibition baseball team is based in Georgia. Patrick.
Who are the Savannah Bananas?
That is correct. The Savannah Bananas.
On the Farm for four.
Another way to say that's great or sounds good. Live.
What's Cool Beans?
That is correct. Cool Beans.
I was thinking it, and then I was like, this is gonna be embarrassing if it's not right. I
Live.
will do On the Farm 500.
This right fielder led the Mets to a World Series title. Patrick.
Who is Strawberry?
That is correct. Darryl Strawberry.
On the Farm for two.
This 100-question quiz measures your innocence. Jay.
What is the rice purity test?
That is correct. The rice purity test.
Let's go back to the farm for 100.
A lazy person who spends their time on a sofa. Live.
What is a couch potato?
That is correct. Couch potato.
Let's put it on a postcard 300.
What major U.S. city is this? This would be the city of Houston, Texas.
I'll put it on a postcard 100.
What U.S. city is this? Jay.
What is Seattle?
That is incorrect. I have Patrick next.
That's really sad.
I'm going to need an answer.
What is Phoenix?
That is incorrect. I now have Live.
Didn't know it cascaded like this. What is Detroit?
That is incorrect.
I guess that needle's not that tall.
No, this is San Antonio, Texas.
All right.
That being the 100 question was crazy.
Andrew.
No harm, no foul. We all got it wrong.
Who plays here 100?
24 Willie Mays Plaza. Patrick.
Who are the Giants?
Can I get more
Go
specific?
Giants.
Yeah.
Who plays here for two?
1000 Vin Scully Avenue. Patrick.
Who are the LA Dodgers?
That is correct.
Who plays here for three?
2 NRG Park. Patrick.
Who are the Houston Texans?
That is correct.
Who plays here for four?
191 Beale Street. Patrick.
Who are the Memphis Grizzlies?
That is correct.
Who plays here for five?
4 Jersey Street. Patrick.
I know they changed it somewhat recently, so I'm gonna look like an idiot if this is wrong, but who is the Boston Red Sox?
That is correct.
Well, let's go back to our favorite category. Let's put it on a postcard for five.
What U.S. city is this?
This could be anywhere.
Well, it isn't anywhere. It's Columbus, Ohio.
Mm.
Oh, duh.
And then to wrap out the first round of Jeopardy, what U.S. city is this?
Good round, everybody.
Let's all just toss out an answer, no points.
Yeah, for no points, I'll let each of you all take a random ass guess.
What is Miami?
All right.
What is Pittsburgh?
All right.
What is Fort Lauderdale?
Two of you are actually very close.
Not me.
It's Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, of course. I should
Okay.
know.
Oh
You
yeah,
guys are
that's that
getting
famous
Florida
building that I
vibes on
know.
that?
Yeah. You don't recognize that bridge from the famous Super Bowl logo with the Jacksonville Bridge on it?
The Super Bowl was in Jacksonville at one point.
Yeah, the Patriots won a Super Bowl in Jacksonville.
Damn,
Good for
I guess
them.
I'm a fake
Super Bowl
fan.
39? It's the one against the Eagles.
I guess
First
in my defense, I was 4.
Yeah.
We're on to Double Jeopardy, so let's see the categories. Route 66 will ask players to identify states by the state route sign. In the kitchen, we'll have utensils and appliances in the answer. We Should Go to There will test players' knowledge of explorers. It's Not Rocket Science is all about physics. Break a Leg will have answers with the letters L, E, G next to each other. And finally, Connect 4 will require players to identify the common connection between 4 items. Let's head back to Andrew for Double Jeopardy.
Liv, since you are in last place right now, you get to start us off.
Let's do Connect 4 for 600 rather.
Conquest, war, famine, and death. Liv.
What are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse?
That is correct.
Let's do Connect 4 for 800.
City, architecture, aqua raiders, and power miners. Jay.
What are Lego styles?
That is correct. This would be Lego themes.
Oh my God.
Wait, I love that.
Let's do Connect 4 for 2 or for 4 actually.
Walls, Pence, Kane, Ryan, Patrick.
Who are losing vice presidential candidates?
That is correct. These are the last 4 losing VPs on major party tickets.
I only read a couple of names and was so close to saying what are guys named Tim.
Tim Pence.
My boy Tim.
That's what tripped me up. Yeah.
Have
Let's go Connect 4 for 2.
special banana leaf flower. Jay.
What are Mario Kart cups?
That is correct. Mario Kart cups.
Can we do Connect 4 for 1,000?
MacDonald, Faye, Myers, Che. Jay.
What are Weekend Update hosts?
That is correct. Weekend update hosts. See, Double Jeopardy's not that scary.
I mean, it's not rocket science, dude.
Is that Jay? It's your board. Is that what you want?
Yeah, for 2. For 2,
All right.
please.
A contact force that surfaces exert to prevent solid objects from passing through each other. Live.
What is friction?
That is incorrect. This is friction's other half, Liv.
Mm.
This is the normal force.
Mm.
Let's get the hell out of there. Let's go in the kitchen for 600.
When you snuggle against each other but face the same way. Patrick.
What is spooning?
That is correct. Spooning.
In the kitchen for 8.
A literary trope in which one character exists solely to be killed as motivation for another character's journey. This trope is called fridging. It comes from like one character finds his wife's dead body in a fridge, and that like motivates his journey. And so
Poor guy.
so it's this whole like movement of like we can't just like kill women and be like, that's my arc.
Yeah.
In the kitchen for 1,000.
Farting under bed sheets, then sheets over someone's head to trap them. Jay.
What is a Dutch oven?
That is correct. Jay.
Having that one and the physics category being the same game is pretty cool, Andrew. That's pretty cool of you. Can we go to the kitchen for 4?
This weightlifting tool resembles a cannonball with a handle. Jay.
What is a kettlebell?
That is correct. Kettlebell.
Can we do kitchen for 2?
Faced with a tough decision, you might find this in the road. Patrick.
What is a fork?
That is correct.
Let's do we should go to there for 2.
Marco Polo traveled this on his expeditions to China. Patrick.
What is the Silk Road?
That is correct. The Silk Road.
We should go to there for 4.
Nice going, Francisco Pizarro. You conquered this empire. Francisco Pizarro conquered the Incan Empire.
I like the phrasing on that one.
We should go to there for 600, please.
Patrick, you have once again found the daily double.
This guy. Oh.
You know what? I hate to be this guy, but I'm going to play it a little safe and just put 600 down.
Columbus's voyage to the Americas included the Nina, the Santa Maria, and this ship.
It's like something, what is the Pinta? Something like that. Is that correct?
That is correct. The
Thank
Pinta.
God. It sounded so right in my head, but I haven't thought about those ships in such a long time. We should go to there for 800.
He was the first to circumnavigate the globe. Live.
Who is Magellan?
That is correct.
Let's do it's not rocket science 400.
It states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Jay.
What is Newton's third law?
That is absolutely correct. Newton's third law.
Let's do rocket science for 6.
This device stores electrical energy by accumulating electric charges on 2 closely spaced surfaces. Jay.
Was it battery?
That is incorrect. This is a capacitor.
We do break a leg for 6.
Showing a lack of respect for a sacred person, place, or object. Live.
What is sacrilege?
I will take that. Sacrilege or sacrilegious.
Let's do break a leg 800.
A person affected by paralysis of all 4 limbs. J.
What is a quadriplegic?
That is correct. A quadriplegic.
Let's do break a leg for 4.
To communicate a message or impression to someone. This would be to telegraph.
Can we do leg for 10? Leg for 1,000?
Animal Farm's use of farm animals to satirize the Russian Revolution and totalitarianism is an example of this. Live.
What is allegory?
That is correct.
Can we finish the category?
The process of creating and enacting laws. J.
What is legislation?
That is correct. Legislation.
Do rocket science for 800?
It measures the extent to which an object resists rotational acceleration about a particular axis. This would be moment of inertia.
Do rocket science for 1,000?
An instrument measuring the rotation speed of a shaft or disc, usually in RPM. This would be a tachometer.
Can we do? We should go to there for 1,000.
Oh my gosh, that's an expensive trip.
I know.
The Americas are named after this explorer, Patrick.
Who is Amerigo Vespucci?
That is correct. Amerigo Vespucci. All right, Patrick, what category do you want?
Route 66 for 1,000.
What U.S. state route sign does this belong to? For all those paying attention earlier, it is the sunflower state, which is Kansas.
Oh, makes sense. Route 66 for 800.
What U.S. state does this state route sign belong to? Patrick.
What is Utah?
That is correct.
Route 66 for 6.
What U.S. state does this state route sign belong to? Live.
What is Oregon?
That is incorrect.
We're having fun here.
This would be the state of Nebraska.
Route 66 for 4.
What U.S. state does this state route sign belong to? Live.
What's Alaska?
That's correct. Alaska. All right, and to finish off Double Jeopardy, what U.S. state does this state route sign belong to? Live.
What is Washington?
That is correct. That is Washington. The category for Jeopardy tonight is 19th century media.
Okay, dog.
Please send me your wagers. All right, I do have everyone's wager now. The question is, muckraking grew out of this colorful style of newspaper reporting, which used lurid features and sensationalism to attract readers. All right, here is where we stand. Patrick had 7,500. He wagered $500 and guessed tabloids. He is incorrect. So Patrick falls to 7,000 flat. Jay wagered 2,401, meaning that regardless of whether he gets this right or wrong, he will not be able to surpass Patrick with this guess. Jay guessed Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. He is unfortunately, while close, incorrect. Liv wagered 3,600, meaning that if she gets this right, she will advance to the finals as the wild card. Liv said Yellow Pages. Liv, I wouldn't laugh. You are not correct, but you are very close. The correct answer is Yellow Journalism.
Wow.
Unfortunately, that is not correct, Liv. Yellow Pages and Yellow Journalism do not relate. Liv falls to 300.
And that's a wrap on the semifinals. Pat claims the second automatic qualification for the final. Meanwhile, Jay outpaces Gianna to claim the wild card. Our finalists have demonstrated their intellect, but what will it take for them to finish the job? Find out next time on the finale of One Semester Jeopardy!